I won't. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. We the brothers here from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Of course, before we get started, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, and Kakodash. All right, also we want to say double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, salutations, many blessings to the elect of Israel scattered around the four corners of the earth, that's given all diligence to make their calling of election sure. Shalom to you and also your families. Okay, this lesson is going to be entitled, The Coast is Not Clear. Okay, and as some of you brothers may know, or some of you brothers may not know, what's been going on in the news is you're seeing certain states implementing legislation to reopen a part of their states. Okay, for instance, you have Florida, they opened their beaches back up. All right, here in Georgia, okay, you know, the governor announced today that they'll reopen, you know, nail salons, hair salons, beauty parlors, barbershops, and gyms. Monday, they're going to reopen all social gatherings, restaurants, things of that nature. But that does not mean that things are going to go back to normal for you people.
That's right.
Okay? As the Lord has brought this whole situation into America, okay, that doesn't mean that He's going to ultimately take it away and everything is just going to return back to normal. Because you got to remember and consider that America has taken major damage from this coronavirus. Number one, it was the stock market. Okay? The stocks declined about 18 to 20%. Also, the oil declined yesterday at an all-time low. Not to mention unemployment is at an all-time high. So there's millions and millions of Americans that has lost their jobs and that's in debt. Okay? So they have to go through a whole rehiring process.
I was gonna say, it's like if I may say, a lot of businesses have closed. You know, we speak about the unemployment side, but a lot of small businesses have already closed. A lot of small gyms. My Rib's mother, she works for a gym in New York, and it's closed. He already closed down, sold all the stuff. A lot of these places that are coming back are the ones that survived what happened.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. So this is all showing that America has taken a particular loss in a span of 3 months that's unprecedented, that cannot necessarily be healed in months. Okay? It may take decades to heal this particular blow. And I don't know if America has decades. So we say all that to say that the coast is not clear, man. Okay? A lot of people are happy. They've been, you know, they want to take life risk over getting a haircut.
Right.
You know? And also a lot of these other companies that's getting ready to open back up, you know, they're going to have certain specials. Okay? Certain specials. They're going to drop the rates of their original prices to get more customers, to get more traffic. Okay? And the scriptures speak about that, man. You look at gas right now, gas is the lowest I've ever seen since I've been driving, bro. You know? Gas is low. You know? Food is the price of food has been going up, but that may decline. But if we say all that to say that just because things appear to go back to normal does not mean that it's normal. It'll never be normal, man. And let's get that scripture in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter.
This is 2nd Ezra 16, I started verse 19. It says, Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Right, and the word amendment means to change. Okay? So why did the Lord bring this coronavirus? To shake people up. To get people to turn back to the Lord. And guess what? It worked. It worked. This is the most conscious America has ever been. Period.
What they say that let's say Bible sales. You put the article in our group chat. The Bible sales basically shot through the roof. You know, of course, scripture say when they basically what's that? Hosea 5 say in their affliction they shall seek me early.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, RFID microchip conversation is really like talking about the NBA.
Right.
Everybody. So
everybody's conscious. Everybody's into experiences now, sharing different posts and things, and you know.
We know each other's mayors and governors. You know, now we know the governor of New York. We didn't know that 6 months ago, but now we know him like he's a regular face in our family.
Yeah, man. You know, so this thing is becoming pretty much normality.
Yep.
Okay, continue on, priest.
It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Absolutely. So what you still see people trying to partake in their left hand side energy, man. Okay, women are still hoes and adulterers. Okay, the men are still trying to sell dope and smoke weed, and they doing all kind of left hand challenges.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they seeing you know that the governor issued out this legislation that America's going to open back up, and everybody's happy.
Yep.
Everybody getting happy, like, yo, when outside open back up, this gonna be my outfit, and I'm gonna make sure I go to the club 2 hours early, and I'm gonna make sure I do this and do that. This is the mindset of those that didn't take heed to those scourges, man. But guess what? Some people, when all this stuff started hitting the fan, a lot of people woke up to that bullshit, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay? They woke up to that stuff, man. You know? Was it any more, bro?
Yeah, come. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because a lot of, you know, like the scripture says, in the time of prosperity, all right?
That's forgiveness.
Yeah, yep. There's forgiveness of you know, being in poverty, what we pray for you. So a lot of these people that's seeing that things are opening up in these different states, they're gonna, you know, basically to them, fuck coronavirus. That's the mind state that they're going into. Not knowing that there's going to be a lot more calamities and evil things to come in the earth. Okay? So this is verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yep.
And
Go ahead.
it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth,
Yeah.
sword, famine, and great confusion.
Absolutely, and a lot of these different companies, these mom and pop stores that's on the brink of closing down, they're going to have certain deals. They're going to push out certain cheap prices for their products. So a lot of people are going to think, hey man, they got sales over here, they got sales happening over there. You know, America's coming back, it's rebounding, man. You know, we can go to the malls again, we can go buy shoes, and we can go get a drink again.
Mm-hmm.
But it says evil shall multiply, man.
Yep.
Meaning it's gonna get worse.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna get better. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the coast is not clear. This is the whole premise of the lesson, man.
That's right.
Alright, if your state issues out certain legislation that's gonna put the people in a state of hypnosis, listen, man, it's not what it seems. That's not the will of the Most High. That everything is gonna go back to normal, man. We in the process of you know, or the analogy of a birth contractions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, when that first it's called Braxton Hicks. You know, the Braxton Hicks contractions are basically fake contractions. Well, you may think that something is happening, but you're not necessarily in labor yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
False alarm.
Yeah, false alarm. This was like 9/11. You know, all these other different events that transpired, these different shootings and, you know, hurricanes and stuff like that. But we in the real deal right now, man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just, the coronavirus is just one contraction.
Yep.
Just because things may seem to, you know, go back to normal, well, that's equatable to the woman when after she had that heavy contraction, and then her body, she don't feel no more pain. She's like, well, I don't feel anything anymore. And then boom, that next contraction hit. But yep, yep, it's more intense. And then they come in shorter ranges.
Mm-hmm. They get closer together.
They get closer together until it's time to deliver that baby, man.
Yep.
And what's getting ready to happen is the Lord is about to speed up these contractions, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the evils are going to multiply, man.
Yep.
Okay.
It tells us in Revelation, you know, Revelation 12th chapter, which it already came to pass, but it speaks to that child where the woman who fled into the wilderness and was gave birth to a man child that would rule over the nations with a rod of iron. So this birth pains that we're speaking of is the actual end of of Esau's society and the beginning of Yahweh's society, because he's that man child that's going to rule these nations. Really, when all shit hits the fan, that's when Yahweh's coming.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
I got something real quick going into the birthdays.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 26 and I'll start at 16. Lord, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when thy chastening was upon them. Like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery is in pain and crieth out in her pangs, so have we been in thy sight, O Lord.
Yeah, man. So that's hitting right upon the point that we were making. As a woman that's in travail or that's bringing forth a child, she's in pain. Okay, and we're seeing the pain of Babylon the Great. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Babylon is hurt.
God's done.
They're wounded spiritually, economically,
Yeah.
morally.
Trust.
Yep. Everything about America is wounded. Nobody believes in this place. Nobody believes in the government, man.
Nobody trusts media anymore.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's like that. Like there's a boxing match. Like the Most High basically gave America a body shot. That body shot affects you for the remainder of the rounds.
Yeah, that liver shot.
And that liver shot. Not only what, a month, 2 months time span,
Yeah.
shut everything down. And like us going into America is crippled.
This is the third month of the year.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as our calendar, yeah.
See that?
It's tonight, which is the new moon, is the third month.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, man.
Oh, and since y'all mentioned the new moon, another sign in the heavens happening tonight is a meteor shower.
Mm.
A meteor shower is happening tonight. So that's just another part of those what citizens will be signs in the heavens, signs in the stars, signs in the sun. Okay.
That's right.
Which matter of fact, if I can, a real scripture.
Yeah, you was done with that?
That was pretty much
Come,
it.
go ahead, bro. I know you got me too.
So this is just real quick. This is Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, right? Because like I said, tonight is a new moon, but it's also a meteor shower tonight. It says, and upon the earth distress of nations. And when you go into that word, well, in fact, it says with perplexity. So when you go into that word perplexity, it basically means confusion. All right, it means to be in straits, and it goes in like a lack of resources, and that's basically what's going on around the world. Food shortages are coming because the businesses are closed, workers are catching COVID-19. There's droughts that's going on throughout the west of America, and a lot of these different storms that have been hitting America lately, that's leading to famine as well. Loss of crops. Farmers can't really grow anything because of the seasons are all out of whack.
That's what this weather gonna do.
Oh yeah,
Man.
especially with it being hurricane season, tornado season.
The earth,
You know,
the earth been cutting up too.
yeah.
Yeah.
The earth been cutting the food, man.
So all these prophecies are happening now. You know.
Yeah, man. So, hey, look, man. We say all that to say that it's not about to go back right, man.
It's impossible.
It's impossible,
It's
man.
impossible.
It's impossible. You know, you look at the amount of backdraft that America received from the coronavirus, and we're at the surge, we're at the pinnacle of the virus, man. This is getting ready to get worse. A lot of you stupid ass people, you're gonna go out here, you're gonna go to these different shops, you're gonna move in a careless manner, and your immune system is gonna be compromised, man. Okay? And guess what's gonna happen? This is gonna be more, what's the word I'm looking for? More reason.
More reason for that medical martial law.
Yeah. More reason to put harder restrictions on you, man.
That's what's gonna happen.
Cause they're gonna blame you niggas too, man.
Yeah.
That's why they opened up, a lot of nigga functionalities, man.
You know,
Cause they're gonna blame you niggas like, look at that, they're lawless.
all the barbershops have been compromised.
Everybody's hanging out. Everybody is, they're not paying attention.
All these meals-
But you open it up,
Right.
Yep.
So the coast ain't clear, man. The coast is not.
And what-
open it up before the actual lockdown even expired.
Yeah, exactly, before April 30th.
Yeah, it's supposed to expire on the 30th.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so there's a hidden agenda that is happening amongst us, and the prophets is calling it out, man.
That's
A
right.
lot of you people are unbeknownst to the nature of Esau, man.
Mm.
You don't know how he moves. You don't know that he does things in secrecy, man.
That's a snake.
He's a snake.
Yeah.
He didn't even speak to the mayor of the top city in the state.
Cause yeah.
Cause she a nigga.
She a nigga.
And he know that majority of those businesses that were open were going to directly affect majority of the people in this metro area.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all set up in the spirit, man.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Let's get that precept, Abba.
All right, come. This is 2 Peter 3:3, and it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, and that's clear too. Another point that's happening too is you people are turning into bigger scoffers too. Like, yeah, you Israelites, you always calling for the end of the world. You know, this is another reason for you to scoff, man. But hey, we're still not wrong. We're still telling you the gradualism of Esau.
That's right.
This was nothing more than a big beta run.
Right.
All he did was put a test out there to see who's going to buck up, who's going for it, what states we gonna have problems with, who's the anti-government now. Because all you people over the last 3 months, everybody's on some F Trump.
Yep.
This is bullshit. To hell with Kim.
Yeah,
You know, you've been talking a big shit.
You got it.
I was just gonna say they're not believing, nothing that mass news or media are putting out.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say what proves that it's a trial run is Esau has the capability to make a virus with 50% death rate.
Right. He do.
He has the capability,
Yeah.
but he put a low death rate so he could kind of analyze.
Yes, sir.
You want to be able to control. If he can't control, it's not just about controlling the narrative. If he can control your reaction to the narrative, and that's what he's doing. He's saying, look, you're going to turn here, and that's their problem reaction solution program that they always use.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pressure from above. But now what you're seeing too, with these different protests popping up around the country, that's that pressure from above starting to bubble up.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're gonna say, oh, so you want to protest now? Well, because of those gatherings, you've now been susceptible to the disease. So now they're gonna come with different and more harder draconian measures.
Yep.
That's
Same
right.
thing with them opening these places up.
Well, that's what's happening in these other countries. You know, you see these other countries rioting, which that's another sign of the end. Riots, civil unrest. That's scriptural. See, because it hasn't necessarily, hit America on a national level. That doesn't mean that you're not susceptible to it, man.
Right.
You Americans are gonna riot, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna riot.
My right the hardest.
Yeah, they're gonna riot the hardest because these are the most vicious people on the face of the earth.
Especially the Edomites, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Esau, you can't wait. You've had enough of not being able to kill niggas.
Yeah.
You've had enough of not being able to stump a nigga into the pavement.
Yeah.
You know, all this old peace and equality that came from the goddamn white woman, man.
You want to purge, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep.
That's always been his spirit, man. The only reason Esau chilled
That's right.
was so that, of course, in the spirit, the only reason that Esau chilled out, how he chilled out, was so that the men of the Lord can get this truth. You know, which was set up through the spirit. That was the only reason the Lord took a little chill away from the so-called white man, so the word can go out. But you devils, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, you Edomites, you're frustrated. And you're tired of not being able to put niggas to sleep how you used to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You see that TikTok,
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
TikTok
That
devil?
was in here. That was here
Yeah,
in
it was
Carrollton,
here.
Georgia.
It's like a dog being on the beach, dog barking,
The water is.
She said, I do believe blacks are humans.
Quote unquote blacks.
see
I'm
that?
like, okay, we gotta prove our humanity to you devils.
Devil being.
You don't have no problem putting an animal to death because you don't believe it's a counterpart of you. So you already look at us like we're animals. And that's fine because it's gonna all hit ahead.
Cause you're the real
Because
animal.
you the animal.
We don't care. Hey,
Gun.
so-called white race. We don't care how you look at us. Does not matter. It don't affect us. We are the princes of the earth. You idiot.
We're the gods of this world.
We don't care what legislation you pass, what you say, what you do. It does not. It's not going to make or break us. We are the anointed princes of Yahweh Bashim Abushai,
Right.
and we of that number.
That's right.
You know, so you can do whatever you want to do. That will not stop us from being Israelites, man. Okay, let's go get back into the precepts.
All right, come, verse 4. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Mhm.
For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that was then being over flood and with the water was perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved
Yep.
unto fire against the day of judgment.
That's right.
And-
So as the waters swept the earth, but the heavens were reserved, and the heavens weren't punished. You know why the heavens weren't punished? Because the heavens are in order. Okay? But the earth is not in order, man. The earth is out of order. That's why the scriptures say that surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Because everything down here in the earthly realm is upside down.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord is raising up the sons of God, or the Israelites, to return order to the earth under his dominion.
That's right.
And that's when the earth will be likened unto the heavens. The same thing that's happening in the heavens will happen on the earth. It will resemble. But right now is literally righteousness in the heavens and wickedness in the earth. So that's getting ready to be turned upside down, man. Right side up.
Right side up.
Okay? And this is the time frame that we're living in. A lot of you people, you can't wait for America to come back, man. You can't wait to be a fucking a whore. You can't wait to be a open dope. You can't wait to be a dope boy, a gangbanger. You can't wait to be a homosexual faggot, man, or a lesbian. You can't wait to go get them crab legs from the farmer's market, man.
Demon out.
Especially that.
Okay. You can't wait to be a straight up and down degenerate, man.
Yeah, that demon been caged up for a couple weeks.
Trick Daddy was on some shit like that.
And if I may say, hey, who knows what may happen over these next few days? These Atlanta savages might get out of their houses and party so goddamn hard in the city that might have to shut this shit down.
Yeah.
Because you can't just leave. The scriptures speak about that these people are brute beasts, man.
Yeah.
And you take a brute beast and you have it caged in. It's the animalistic carnality, and it's gonna be the first thing to shine, man.
Yeah.
So whatever you are heavy into, these people, like you said, if you're an alcoholic, you gonna hit your favorite bar. We might not know. Drunk and driving might be times 10 this week.
See the thing, you know why? Because see, the thing is that we have taken ourselves out of the world, so we don't have those desires. But you got to think about people that was in the world that just abruptly had these things taken away from them. When they're reopened, they're gonna go animalistic, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be disgusting.
You know, we just like, oh well, whatever. But that's our mind state. But the rest of these people mind state, they can't wait, man. They can't wait for this stuff because when it happens, they're gonna overload, man. Okay, and there's gonna be a lot of craziness, man. And I do the rideshare thing, and I was speaking to a straight up and down savage from Chicago today, and he told me out of his own mouth that people in Atlanta are really worse than people in Chicago, man. Except it's just smaller. He said it out of his own mouth. He said he used to tell people in Chicago, hey, don't sleep on them savages down there in Atlanta. So when all hell break loose, man, it's gonna go down, man. A lot of you people think you in good case, man. That ain't the reality of it, man.
That's right.
Okay? It's gonna get nasty out here, man. And we're warning you. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the Lord set all of us brothers up in this room to warn you of the times that's coming, man. And it's gonna get bad for a lot of you people, men, women, and children, elderly, all of that, man. White people, Indian people, Chinese people, African people, Hispanics, black, Native Americans gonna get bad for you, man. If you're not of the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay, you wanted to finish up on that album? Okay,
No
fine.
more.
No, that was it. That was pretty much it. Go ahead, Cesar Priest.
Yep. You know, hey, and then like Apostle Hart said, we're in the beginning of Jacob's trouble now. So things are only going to get worse. Go down here from here.
Mhm.
All right, the beginning of sorrows. So this is Jeremiah 51:8. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, and that's what's getting ready to come soon. Is the total destruction of America, which is Babylon. So it says, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Now, I believe it was 8 million people almost, or maybe a little more. They got them stimulus checks last week. That was a balm to heal the woes of the economy, the woes of the people that's out of work. All right? That was that healing agent, you know, that Band-Aid for these 9-to-5 workers out here. It says, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So America's not coming back. America's not healed. You could put 1,000 different stimulus packages out there every month, 2,000, 5,000, you know, quantitative ease the money into the system. That's just only going to further destroy it, you know, especially, you know, with opening things back up. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And this is the time where the Heavenly Father is getting ready to judge America, which is Babylon in the scriptures, Babylon the Great. So the fact that things are getting to a place of, oh, well, I want to get my hair done. I want to be able to get a haircut. You know, right, you know, a place of convenience for these, I'm going to say for you Israelites out here, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? The Heavenly Father says America has a judgment coming.
That's right.
And if you continue to follow in being duped by what America has going on, then you're going to be judged too, and not in a good way. All right?
That's right. Yep, I got a quick precept, real quick. One of y'all brothers can break it down. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse, we start at 55. It says, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High. Those thought scorn of his law and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness.
Yeah, we in that time now, you know, a time of liberty, man. You're supposed to use this time to correct your ways and get right with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But you people out there, especially 2/3 of our own people, use this time to monkey around, shuck and jive, you know, and go off, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness and said in their hearts that there is no God, yea, and that knowing they must die. So a lot of people are saying that, hey, that there's no God, and they know that eventually it's gonna come upon a time where they're gonna have to die. They're gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, it says, in that knowing, they must die. That's what's coming. That's the judgment from the Lord. You're gonna die. Okay? Let's say the scripture. Do it here. And that's as straight as you can get it. A lot of y'all are gonna die.
Yep. That's it, bro. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 59. It says, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them.
So the things that were foresaid, which are the because when you go into 2nd Ezra 8, it goes into how the kingdom is prepared, how the elect is, you know, is going to get delivered and saved from this evil world. But it says that these people here that don't believe what we say, they're going to get that pain. Okay, that pain is going to be your death, whether it be, you know, real virus out here, you know, the bubonic plague could be sent out here, you know, with the coronavirus. You can get the pneumonic plague. Ebola could come back around, or whatever. Esau got cooked up, or just from this martial law that's coming.
Yep.
Okay, troops in the streets and troops in your neighborhood. You know, y'all want to party when there's a shutdown, and because shit, you want to step foot out your house, probably won't, at that time you probably won't even check your mailbox.
Yeah.
You go outside and check your mailbox, and you know you meet a hail of bullets your way. You know, that's on you. But guess what? Remember, we the prophets told you these things were going to take place.
Absolutely. Continuing on, it says, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. So a lot of you people think that the judgment is not at hand, man.
Yeah.
Bro, the Lord's judgment is at hand. He's gonna play a game on a lot of you inhabitants of the earth, man. He's gonna make you think that everything is kosher. He's gonna make you think that everything is sweet. He's playing you. This is the Lord's hand that he's playing on the left and the right. He's putting the spirit on these Edomites to make it seem as if America's gonna open back up to trick you. Okay? Let's get College real quick. You know? So this thing it ain't no game, man. And I'm gonna read this last precept, then we'll get that. Verse 62, it says, these things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. See that? That's why we're able to say these things in the nature that we say them, because Yahweh Shema Shai revealed these things unto us, man. And the Lord is playing you, Esau. The Lord is playing you, Esau. The only people that the Lord is not playing is the Israel of the Most High. That's the only group of people that the Lord is not playing.
Took heed to the warning.
Yep. Because he revealed it to us in them that's like us, man. Them that believe. Everybody else, 2/3, Esau, the heathen nations, the Lord is playing you. You know?
Yep.
Go ahead, my brother. God, go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. It says, whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation for.
If I may say to that too, is that's how we know that we're not almost there yet, because Esau, you got to be fully naked before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes back too. You got to be fully exposed to the fact that the world gonna know before it's all said and done, man. You are the devil, man.
Yep.
All right, it's not gonna be no questions about there's black devils and the devil is in your mind and you know no, it's gonna come down to those people over there are the seeds of Satan, man.
That's what's happening now.
Those are the borders of wickedness. Don't trust nothing that come out of them. Here it is, 6 months, a year ago, Bill Gates was a video game guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loved Bill Gates.
He got the whole world in front of computers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
We all love him.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, you got your 360, the whole nine.
Yeah.
But now everybody's calling for the death of him, wanting him to be exposed.
Against humanity.
Dr. Fauci.
Hey, he's the perfect one, because this is the same man that got the planet Earth in front of computers.
Yep. Yep.
So you mean to tell me you don't think he can get the world chip
Right. He stepped down.
vaccinated?
He stepped down from Microsoft right before all this happened.
And now all of a sudden he's just a vaccination advocate.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, you was just a computer guru. Now you just into vaccinations.
Right.
What is wrong with you, man? What are you doing out here, man?
What are you doing, man?
Okay, you rubbing shoulders with the devil, man. So we been knowing about, but see the thing is this, man. We've been knowing about Bill Gates, man.
Yeah.
We've been having the scoop on Bill Gates, man. Because you had, before everything was coming out, even before 2018 when he did that virus simulation, before that, we was going into the IBM microchips, man.
Mm-hmm.
We know that IBM and Bill Gates is synonymous, man.
Microsoft. Well, 2015, he did a TED talk and he said it about. He just did the simulation in those later years, but he spoke on depopulating the world back in 2014, 2015,
Yeah.
because he was speaking on the Ebola virus.
Yeah.
He said that
Yep.
it was coming.
That wasn't Bill Gates. He's not new to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's new to a lot of you Johnny come lately whistleblowers, man. But we've been up on Bill Gates, man.
Mhm.
When you look at his track record, man, that man is a man of Satan. He's a man of Satan, man. And we understand that, and we don't put that past him, man. You know? So when everything comes to fruition, okay, at the end of the day, the end all be all, man, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's not done.
No.
He's not done, man. He's really just getting started, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and that leads me to the next precept that Pastor Quala got, man.
God, I got a quick one. I'm gonna go back to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and back onto the contractions. This is verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." Verse 38. "As a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb."
That's right. You see that? So great pains. And who's going to feel the pain of America? The Americans.
People that invested in it.
Yeah, which is really considered the woman of America. Okay, just as we are the woman of Yahweh Shema Shai, and we're invested in his kingdom, the people that's invested into the kingdom of the elites and Satan is his woman.
And came to serve two masters.
That's right. Meaning they're pretty much under the authority or the control of Satan, which is their women. Okay, but they're being manipulated, and they're going to be the ones to feel the brunt of the attack, because Esau is nothing but a rapist, a molester, a murderer, a liar, and that's what he's going to do to his woman. He's a woman abuser, which is the people that believe in this system.
And domestic violence is going to be on this domestic homeland.
Man,
Great
By
culture.
homeland
Yep.
security.
that's right, man. Continue on, Pastor Clark.
It says, "Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment."
They slack not a moment, meaning when Yahweh Shema Shai creates these scenarios are going to be in conjunction with prophecy. And when they begin to take place, they're going to be more frequently.
That's it.
Okay? It's going to
Strong,
pop.
too.
It's going to pop faster.
Yeah.
Okay? It may go from, 6 months, everything is cool, then boom, something happened. Then 3 months, boom.
That's it.
Then a month and a half, boom.
Once a week.
Every single day.
That's the spirit.
Okay?
If I'm gonna go quick, because like what you just said, I was talking to the Captain Gamal and the Elder Rantazar one night, and I was speaking about the contractions of America.
Yeah.
Just
Remember
imagine
that,
it.
yeah.
So January, February, and March, right? Imagine if, top generals getting killed by airstrikes.
Yeah.
The stock market going down 10,000 points. A
Kobe.
virus outbreak
Kobe.
happened in 1 week. This happened in 3 months, and
Kobe.
all these top
That hurt me.
January.
Yeah, all these
No, that
top,
was just January.
all these top celebrities have been, dying off. But wait till all that happens in a week. People, and you can see the fear of people now with just in the span of 4 months. Take these 4 months and put it in 1 week, and let's see how people react then. Then we know something's actually like, oh, yeah, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still saying this is it, but we can tell the contractions are about to get shorter as time go on, like the bishop was just saying.
Frequency and intensity.
That's it.
Yeah, culmination of things that is going to happen. And you got to remember, we know in part and we prophesy in part. So there's going to also be certain things that's going to happen that, we necessarily, have to wait for. Okay, we didn't know, when we saw the coronavirus, we knew that pestilence was written in the scriptures, but we didn't know that the coronavirus was going to do this.
Details, nuances.
Pain.
It could be a blackout, it could be it could be anything that can, just be a contraction. And then that one thing that's going to deliver the destruction of America, we're going to know, like, okay, this is it. So a lot of you people out here that's walking around and you're happy to see that barbershops opening up and hair salons and nail shops and parks, and bars and restaurants. You have no idea the prophecies and the severity of the Lord, man. Yeah, the magnitude, that's the word. You have no idea the magnitude that the Lord is getting ready to bring on the planet Earth, man. It's about to be real nasty out here, man. A lot of 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds and 85-year-old people are about to die, man. A lot of 25-year-olds, okay? A lot of people are going to die sound waves. A lot of people are going to die from the military. A lot of people are going to die from poison. A lot of people are going to die from starvation. Radiation. A lot of people are just going to die from hand-to-hand combat. Okay?
Sick, heart attack.
Fear of death.
Yes.
Fear of death.
Heart
Yeah.
attacks, man.
Fear of death.
Suicide.
Mhm.
You know, what was that in Tennessee last
Heart
month?
falling for fear.
More people in Tennessee died from suicide than the actual coronavirus.
Mm.
So the scriptures
Yeah.
speak about getting any plague but the plague of the mind, man. So when people start losing their senses and they start seeing it on,
Seeing demons.
oh, what was that? This demon rapper, Lil Xan. This little devil had to go to the hospital because of a panic attack, not because of the virus, not because of anybody, but because of what's happening around him.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to the hospital because he was having a severe panic attack, and panic attacks are way worse than anxiety attacks.
Yeah,
That's-
because it's high levels of stress going straight to your brain,
Yeah.
which would cause an aneurysm, cause a stroke,
Mhm.
you know, heart attack,
Mhm.
and then you die. Because Scripture talks about men's hearts filling in for fear.
Yeah.
Fear of what? Scripture says, for the fear of those things which are coming on the earth.
Yep. And that's a whole nother issue is the pharmaceuticals. You know, when people can't get their meds,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because people are already bugged out anyway. People are already, you know, relying and strung out on all types of Esau's opioids and shit. You know,
People
so.
on dialysis.
So once they can't get access to those things, it's gonna, you know, like Brother Sam, turn them into zombies.
Yeah, and see what Esau wants to do is he wants to regain hope.
Mm-hmm.
So see one thing about faith in the system is it gives that system power, and he needs that power in order to go to the next step. So you got to remember that from April 19th until May 1st is the sacrifice of the beast. This is a very, very quintessential time for the left-hand side to do human sacrifice. So they need to gain that trust back into the system, man. They need to gain that you know, that belief
Momentum.
from the people to justify the next wave of deaths, man. That's the only way Esau can, you know, create a sacrifice unto Satan is by those that believe in Satan.
Yep.
You can't sacrifice a devil to the Lord.
Yep.
And neither can you sacrifice a righteous man to the devil.
If I may say to your point, and for you that say you don't believe in Satan, well, a lot of you, if what you put your fear in is what you believe in.
That's right.
So I just wanted to clear, you know, because that was a great point, but what you put your fear in, a lot of you'll come out your mouth, I don't believe in Satan.
It's control.
But
No,
you're scared of
but
him.
you're scared of him, man.
Yeah, so by default, you know.
Yeah, he can justifiably, you know, sacrifice you, man. So that's why the scripture say, fear none of these things. Matter of fact, get Philippians 1:28. Yeah, any more left too? Swallow, that was it. That was it. Somebody get Philippians 1:28.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Ezra 15:10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. And just like the bishop just pointed out about these secret rituals that the elites are doing between these dates was April 19th to May 1st. The first things that Esau is opening up is what? These places that the Israelites frequent, that so-called black Spanish and Native Americans frequent. Barbershops, nail salons, gyms, you know, these restaurants, bowling alleys, you know, having fun.
Church.
Our people, church. I don't think you open up church yet, but these are the things that they're opening up now, which our people like to do. So who are they going to sacrifice? Who are they leading to the slaughter? The Israelites.
Yeah.
They're throwing you to the dogs, as they say. And they're going to take their energy on the left-hand side, that spiritual, satanic energy that they're getting from our people, and they're going to use that to further destroy you.
Yep, and to further their agenda.
You know?
You know, that's why they want to get the elect chip. Because if they do so, then that's more of a justifiable cause for them to continue to push their agenda. You know, remember Satan is going before the Most High, trying the members of the elect. So if the elect was to take the chip, then the Lord would agree with Satan. and give him the dominion. But that's not written in the scriptures. That's why Esau is going above and beyond to fulfill his plan, because he knows that if he can get every single person chipped, then Satan can make an argument with the Most High to get that birthright back and come into dominion. So this is what it boils all the way down to. Esau wants that birthright. But guess what? You ain't going to get it, because that's not what's
It's
written.
not what's written.
That's
You know?
Because I was thinking that the whole time in Genesis 27 about about Esau's blessing. He had 3 parts to his blessing, which was the fatness of the earth, the dew of the heaven above, the sword. Well, 4 parts, but he's blind with those 3 things. He's blinded by the last part, where you shall serve your brother,
Yep.
and that's the part that's the Lord is setting you up with the okie doke for. Your last part of your blessing's coming. You can do nothing about it, because that's what was given to you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good ass point.
Live by the sword, you die by the sword.
That's right. That's right. So we definitely living in a time where it's a lot of trickery, deception, and witchcraft going on, and you gotta be keen, man. You gotta be on point. Okay, just because you see, and this go for brothers and sisters as well that may believe in this thing. Don't get discouraged when you see certain things seem to go back to normal, man. That's not what it means. There's a high level of witchcraft going on, man. There's a high level of deception and trickery that's going on. But if you following the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Bashai, you can see that it's impossible to go back to normal.
Yeah.
It's impossible, man. This thing is coming to a full head. Everybody in America is on the edge of their seat. Niggas is scared as hell, man. They depending on America to come back to normality, man. But even if it appears to go back to seem as if it's normal, that witchcraft that's going to work on 2/3 is not going to work on the elect. A lot of people are still going to be like, man, but this shit still ain't right. 2/3 is going to still be like, man, we only got one life to live, YOLO. We out here, we about to turn up. And like what the brother said, that's going to be even more of a justifiable reason for the Esau to shut this place down, because niggas don't know how to control themselves, man.
And you have division even amongst you have division amongst Jake in general. Well, really the masses, because you have some people that feel like everyone needs to stay at home.
Yeah,
A lot of people are saying, oh, it's too soon. Y'all need to stay at home.
A lot of people.
A lot of people are saying, Governor Kemp, made a bad decision. He's trying to kill Jake, and this is way too soon. It's gonna spread the virus, and it's gonna get worse. So, you even have division amongst opinions, and that's all a part of Esau's scheme, which is divide and conquer.
Yep.
Have everyone,
Pointing the finger at each other.
pointing the finger at each other.
That's
I
it.
got that Philippians.
God, yeah, bring that out, bro.
This is Philippians 1:28. And in nothing terrified by your adversaries.
Yeah, because like what the brother was saying earlier, that a lot of people fear Esau. But it says, in nothing terrified of your adversary, man. We know what Esau is coming up with. That's why the Lord blessed our eyes to be able to see it, to prepare for it, man. We see the trickery, man. You're going to try to act like he's going to open up America, and everything is going to go back to normal. That's a setup, man.
Setup.
We see what you're doing. Look what you just did with the oil prices, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look what you did with the economy, bro. You straight up and down dropped the economy down to about 17,000 points in the Dow Jones, man. And now you just gonna sit up there and try to inflate that bubble back up to 23,000.
That's what's going
Bro,
on.
we not stupid. We see that. That's like if you fucking blow, you blow a balloon all the way up to full capacity, and then you deflate that balloon, but you don't pop it, but you deflate it, and then you just blow a little bit more air back into it. The integrity of that balloon is compromised.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as if you first put that air in. So when you try to blow it, it's going to blow. It's going to make it seem like it's, but if you feel it, it's going to be soft. It's going to be real, hanging. It's going to be mushy because the integrity of the balloon already expanded.
Yep.
So we see that, man. We see the economy, man. We see the gas prices, nigga.
It's like if you're running a race too. If you're running a race, and something happens to where you lose momentum, or you trip up, or whatever happens, You can't regain that lost territory.
Yeah.
You already you out the race.
Yep,
You know.
that's right. You know, we see the rabbit in the hat, man.
That's right.
We see the ears poking out the damn hat, nigga.
Before you put it.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
God, it says Philippians 1:28, and did nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of the Most High.
That's right. So when Esau does come down and bring his trickery and his witchcraft, that's an evident token of his destruction. Meaning that's he's going to get destroyed 100%. But it says, but for you, that's a token of your salvation. So when we see the trickery of Esau and we see the left-hand side moves being made and they trying to act as if, you know, we're going to open this back up and we're going to open that back up, man. And, you know, come on, nigga. Kim, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
See right through your ass.
We see right through you, man.
You know?
Like we were saying before we cut the camera on, well, it's 3 to 4 weeks ago, y'all was shipping tanks and all kind of military equipment and weapons all over the place, helicopters. Well, if everything's going back to normal, y'all gonna ship that shit back to where it came from.
Right.
So we need it just as quick as it came east. We need to see it go back west.
Back the other way.
Because
Go
back to normal.
Because it should be going back to normal, right?
Yeah.
All right, but instead, nah, y'all got troops still hidden in places, playing cards. And
People still acting
Like,
that's
exactly what, like Kemp, like,
They still on call.
Governor Kemp, he activated 2,000 National Guard troops. Put their ass back on reserve then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
They're
but
big.
see, that ain't the plan. See, it's all about deception with the so-called white man. That's the only way
Yeah.
that he's able to fulfill his enterprise. So he can't just come out with a straight up and down blitz because that's going to obviously show everybody that he's the devil.
Yeah.
So he has to gradually implement the system, and then once it's pretty much 80 to 90% pretty much enforced, that's when he can just enforce that 10%.
It's too late.
Because at that point, it's like, bro, you in jail.
You done.
You're cooked.
You done.
Like, you in the pot cooking with carrots around you, and you ever
Yeah.
realize that you the food?
That's the frog in the
That's the
pot.
frog in the pot.
That's the frog in the pot,
By
man.
that point, you already cooked.
Yeah. And that's what Esau is doing because he knows that he can socially engineer you. He's been socially engineering so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans for decades.
Centuries.
Centuries.
Since slavery, that's the whole experiment.
He know the questions to ask you in the interview.
Very diamond.
He know how to make you respond to things. He know how not to make you respond to things.
Hot points.
He know how to invoke emotion. He know how to get you to defend him when he's wrong.
Get you to stay in the house.
So he knows how to socially engineer your thoughts and create fear from it. And through that fear, it gives him power because he can manipulate you and control you. But that's why the Lord said that fear is the beginning of our process.
Yeah.
And because the Lord put that fear of him
First.
in us, we're joined unto his society and his kingdom, and it's making us look at you devils like you ain't as bad as how you seem, man.
Yeah.
Okay? It's all smoke and mirrors, man. It's all done through deception. If you was just to come straight up and down out with your plan, bro, everybody's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna try to find you. Everybody, even white people, even the regular, average, so-called white Americans will come for you, so-called elite.
Yeah, Esau's fought on our side before.
In Rome,
Yeah.
they did it in Rome. So guess what? Hey, it'll happen again. You know, because you gotta remember, you know, a lot of these Edomites, man, that believe in that Second Amendment, a lot of them like black people, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, everybody that has a second, you know, you gotta understand, man. We're dealing with, you know, a country, a large country. So you have a lot of so-called Edomites that got so-called black friends, man. That'll go to war about that amendment, man.
Yeah.
About 500 million people here.
Yeah. Some of them so-called hillbillies is really jakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They in, you know what I'm saying? You think, white motherfuckers really jakes.
Yeah.
Ready to fucking blow your top off, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
You're a black man.
Apostle Hart said that too. He said, basically it's not gonna be a race war. It's not gonna be a black and white race war like we think. He said it's gonna be riots everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
You know?
Confusion.
Mhm. You know?
That's right, man. So, you know, we coming into them times, man, and don't think for 1 second if your state, your state or your local city, you know, incorporates a level of normality, don't think for 1 second that it's going to go back to normal, man. This is all a part of the plan of Satan. And that's why we're here to warn you, man.
That's right.
Okay? You gotta watch war movies, man. Okay? A part of war movies is distractions and delusions, man.
Yeah.
They'll make it seem as if they're coming in on you, and then they'll retreat, and they got a whole nother brigade right behind you.
Mhm.
Coming from a whole nother flank,
Another direction.
coming from another direction, man. Throwing you off guard. That's the affairs of war.
That's a classic war tactic. That goes back to Greece, Rome, Punic Wars. They was doing that.
Even when you watch the Netflix series The Last Kingdom, you know, they appeared, you know, they rolled up on the army and they had all their horses come over the hill and everybody seen them, and then they ran down on them, and then right before they got to them they retreated, and then a whole nother flank from the left side came in and just straight up slaughtered everybody, man. So Esau is all about a sneak attacks, man. You got
I got
something?
a quote for you.
Con, go ahead.
This is from Sun Tzu.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and he said, all war is based on deception. Hence, when able to attack, we must seem unable, and when using our forces, we must seem inactive. And when we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. And when far away, we must make him believe we are near. So like you said, it's all deception.
Chess.
And another good quote is, a good soldier prepares for war even during the time of peace, man. And a lot of you have no type of mental preparation, no type
Yes.
of physical preparation, nothing,
Yes.
no type of plan of whatever.
No.
Here it is. There used to be a time where Jake would do fake fire drills in the house. Your dad would set a fire alarm, and this is your plan. You go out this
Stop,
door.
drop, and roll.
You go out this window, son, make sure your family gets to the mailbox. Y'all don't have any type, I forget the word, any type of plan of attack.
Emergency, it's EPA emergency plan of action.
Yeah, that's it right there. You don't have that, man. So Esau is just back here making you seem like he's going away, but all he's doing is putting he's tightening the grips on you, man.
Yeah.
He's setting up the perimeter because he's about to come in and squeeze hard, man.
He's about to come
He
hard.
got another
man.
flank. He got another.
Another flank.
He's gonna come from another direction that's not even a pestilence. Bro.
Yeah. And you notice there hasn't been a false flag terrorist attack in a while.
All year.
Yeah.
So hold on, what happened to all these school shootings and all these mall shootings and all these
Mass shootings.
different people that was going ape shit? You know, you have 5 mass shootings in 1 month. Now all of a sudden now it just stopped. Like these niggas don't exist no more. Like come on, man.
Everybody's in the grocery store. Why not hit grocery stores?
Right.
You know,
If you have such a strong agenda that would have you go to a public place to
this is the
kill,
perfect time.
listen, go to grocery stores. Everybody's at grocery stores. Everybody's in neighborhoods.
Walmart.
Everybody's in Walmarts.
You ain't heard nothing in 4 months, bro. Like, come on, man. Esau is gonna come with a flank attack, man, from another direction that you wasn't even expecting,
You know,
man.
with that uppercut, you never see that uppercut
You
coming.
would never see it.
That's why you get hit. 'Cause you don't see
That's
that
why you
uppercut.
set him up with what you set him up with. The jab,
Yeah.
Jazz.
which is just a subtle
We
approach.
ran punch.
A subtle approach, because you setting up. You're setting up the power punch, which is the flank. So listen, man. The name of this lesson is called "The Coast is Not Clear." Just because you think he's doing one thing and he's saying that everything's gonna go back to normal,
No.
he's coming with something, man.
Put your guard down, man.
He coming. Do not put your. This is the worst time, and I got a strong feeling that a lot of you so-called Hebrew Israelites is hoping that this place go back to normal, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai, man.
It's a beta run on faith. Hey, this is a beta run on faith.
Yeah.
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 See where you at, and gauge where you are and how you feel. And,
Yep.
you know, because I mean, your flesh can get weak, but hey, even the Lord kind of gave us a letter. All right, bro. I'm coming, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, just let you know, like, hey, I'm coming. I'm not meaning to hit you, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a
A
nudge.
nudge.
A nudge.
A
nudge, yeah.
Like, where's
That's
your,
right.
Where's your spirit?
That
at?
was trying nudging us, yep.
You know?
That's right, bro. You had something, Reese? Go ahead.
So this is Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, which is you Israelites out there, whether you're in the truth or out, you know, you Negroes, West Indians, you know, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, you trusting in America, all right, and you despise what we've been saying through the scriptures. It says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. It's like a wall that's been set up, and we got a big door, and it's cracking. You know, it's cracking. The banging in it is cracking. It's cracking.
Water
Right.
leaking through.
You know, water leaking through. It says, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly, at an instant. And that's basically how Esau's getting ready to come. Like the bishop was saying, he's going to come from a whole nother flank, from a whole nother angle, and you're not going to be expecting it. Because you're thinking that everything is all good. You want to stay on perverseness, stay doing your playing around in America's playland, and that's going to get you caught out there.
Yes.
You know?
That's the greatest attack. Is an attack that's not prepared for. So Esau is going to come with something that's going to throw majority of you Americans off guard. But Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to counteract that with that approach with something else that we don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Lord is going to come with something that's going to shake the earth, man.
oh yeah.
Before the missiles, man. The Lord is going to, hey, the Egyptians did not know that the Lord was going to part that Red Sea, man. That was a chess move, man. That was a chess move, man. That was something. And checkmate. And then for the ground to be dry, as the waters split, the ground was dry. And he gave the Israelites enough room to get leverage in front of them, because the chariot blocked them.
Yeah.
So he let the Israelites get enough in front of them for them to come in, and by the time all the Israelites made it to the other side, he could swoop the whole army. That's a chess move, man. Checkmate.
Calculated.
So we talking about Esau coming with a sneak attack. Well, guess what Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to do, man? He's going to do something that's going to throw the plans of the elite totally off, because they don't even know what's going to happen to them, man.
That's right.
And they're scared.
Understand?
They're scared. That's why they're trying to cover every parameter. That's why they're trying to cover every, part, north, south, east, and west.
Got
But
their
guess
eyes
what?
and cross their T's.
And guess what? They don't even know. We can call you out. We can tell you your plan.
Yep.
I'm telling you so-called white people exactly what you're going to do. But guess what? You don't know what Yahweh Bashim Shai will do. Because we don't even know.
Yeah.
So
That's
guess what?
power.
That's when power gonna meet power, man.
You can't even interrogate us on that.
And
Tell us your
yeah.
plan.
We don't know.
There's power. There's a lot of power and mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of power and mystery. So,
So on a need to
He
know
that hideth
basis, man.
himself, that's
Yeah.
the Most High, the one that hideth himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Go ahead, bro.
It's
We'll go
Isaiah
over some codes and precepts.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Yeah, so like the brother just brought out, like a flood. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, right now it's kind of like cracking. But that barrier, or that levee, you could say, is going to bust, man. And the enemy's going to come in like a flood. Because like Apostle Harl also said, is we at the beginning of Jacob's trouble.
Yes.
So this is the beginning. This is the beginning of Jake, catching hell, and we're seeing it happen, and we're seeing it through governors opening up certain functions that niggas frequent, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
And it says, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right, which that's what brothers have just been talking about. Basically, how that right hand, the Lord got something on the right hand side that's going to be unprecedented.
Yeah.
That Esau is counting out, just like we said at camp a few weeks ago. How Esau, you left something at home.
Yep.
You're not considering everything. You're not considering the power of the Lord.
Pride make you do that. when a humble student goes and is prepared for a test, he studies everything multiple times. He sits at the desk, he does the test multiple times to make sure he did it right. But when you're proud, you just kind of rush through it, like whatever. And that's you, Esau. You're gonna slip up, and it's gonna be bad, and it's gonna make the beast hate you, the whore. It's gonna just expose you all the way, man.
You're gonna be fully exposed.
You're gonna be fully exposed, man.
Yep. And then from that point on, you're gonna be called an Edomite for the remainder of your time on earth. You call white people no more. You know, Americans and British. No, you're Edomites.
Yeah, fuck.
You know.
Yeah, I got a precept to that.
Con, go ahead.
Isaiah
We're gonna get these brothers' precepts and we're gonna wrap up.
Con, this is a quick precept to that, but Brother Lamar brought out. Isaiah 17:13. The nations shall rush like the rushing of many waters, but the Most High shall rebuke them.
See that's how you know that flood is talking about them troops, them nations, man. Them United Nation troops. Say the nation shall rush in like what?
It says, it shall rush like the rushing of many waters.
Yeah, meaning relentless, man. They're gonna come in hard, man, and relentless. They're not gonna care about if you got food stamps, if you got
Children.
kids, and if you got a job and a light bill, or if you got pacemaker in your heart, man. They don't care about that. Okay, they got one goal and one goal only, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, but the Most High shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as the chaff of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind.
And if I may say, you know what that is? Because we're living through the transition of the curses coming off of us and the blessings taking over us, and the curses going to you.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say within the curses that what? Your enemy shall come in one way and shall flee 7 different ways. So when you all think you're going to come and surround us and take us, that's when the Spirit of the Lord is going to show that He's with us. And you're going to come in one way and you're going to go back out.
And he's gonna dip.
So you're going to disperse, man.
That's right, bro.
That's good.
That's how you know that Chase was talking about the Israelites with spiritual power.
Mm-hmm.
Because these scripture says in Isaiah 40 that it says the young men shall faint, but ye shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Bring it
So
out.
these regular Israelites, these Jakes out in the 2/3, they ain't get no power. They're not gonna have that standard.
Nah.
Because they didn't believe, because they despised the word of the Holy One. So the one that's going to be chasing you nation is going to be the elect to get that power.
That's right.
Taking you down.
And I said, give you power
Over the nation.
over the nations.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
I'll
right.
read this last verse.
Turn from the enemy, I was trying to say.
Yep. Verse 14, it says, and behold, at eventide trouble, and before the morning he is not.
Yeah. So, at the evening, it's like, oh, shit's going down. Then by the time the morning time comes, they gone.
It's retreat.
Like that fast.
Shut your hell.
Step back. It's gonna be so bad, man. How the Lord is gonna do it, man. The Lord said the elect gonna be as David.
Yeah,
The weakest of you shall be as David.
That's a
And-
cold
and-
scripture.
And the rest is
Shall be
let's
exiled.
get it, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Zechariah 12?
I'll finish like part
Go
of it.
ahead, Zaquan.
It says, it says, this is the portion of them that spoil us, and the lot of them that rob us.
Yeah, plan with the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is your portion.
Yeah.
Okay, and you trying to figure out what's going to happen. And the Lord is going to force you, and He's going to force you to come down on us, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to force Esau to come down on us to get your rights, to get your charges brought up on you just to deliver the elect. This is what's getting ready to happen to you, bro. This is what's about to happen to the so-called white race.
That's right.
Okay? The Lord is going to make you come down on the elect. On the innocent, just so that the Lord can lift up a standard to judge you. This what's about to happen.
And they're going to show you, everybody's just a pawn in the Most High's chess game. Like it's saying, I think it's Sirach 18th chapter, it says all things obey His will, man. So all you are, Esau, you just a pawn on a chessboard that's Most High sitting back and moving.
Okay.
All right, you're going to go here, the elect going to do this, and then boom, That's
That's
what you are. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sim.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's right.
That's right.
That Zechariah 12.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
Oh, you got it?
This It's Zechariah 12:8. And in that day shall the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
And David, man, brother that's not here, he always going to it, man. He's one of those men that slayed hundreds of thousands of people, man. David was a mighty warrior, man. So the feeble, that brother that might have ailments in the flesh and weaknesses,
Yeah.
he gonna be like David, man.
Slaying tens of thousands, man.
Jumping over, what's that scripture say with David, through the Lord, I leaped over a wall.
Yeah.
That's spiritual power,
You
man.
beat the bow of steel.
Yep.
Killed a lamb, killed a lion and a bear.
Yep.
How many men can say that they killed a lion and a bear?
Yeah, killed a giant.
Killed a giant.
Right.
That right there as well, man.
He wasn't even in his, he was like a young boy, he wasn't in his,
Yeah.
he wasn't in the.
Considered the weakest of his brothers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Man.
So it says, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the power.
Yeah. Meaning the Lord, we're gonna have God-like powers. So we shall be like the Most High.
God.
You know, meaning that the Lord is gonna distribute God-like powers according to the fruits of the Spirit through faith. You see that?
God, like the X-Men.
Like the X-Men,
Like the
man.
Avengers.
Whatever gift that the Lord placed in the spirit of that particular brother is going to be magnified through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all through his faith, through his belief.
Justice League.
Now are my battle axe.
Yep. The Lord is just going to just, one day through your, just boom. And then he's going to make the elect do whatever he wants them to do.
Yep.
Because we have no idea. We have no idea what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is truly going to do. Yeah, we have the scriptures as a reference point.
Yeah.
Put in, 5 shall put 1,000 to flight, and 100 shall put, how, I can't remember, it's in Leviticus. But, but how are they going to put them to flight?
Right.
You're going to mount up with eagles as wings, but how are you going to fly? You're going to be as the Most High, but how? What are you going to be doing? These are mysteries that the Lord is keeping a secret until it's revealed. Okay? So we're going into those times where, a lot of you people that's allowing yourselves to be manipulated by the serpent, is going to be taken. But those that remain in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be magnified, man. Okay? So don't be deceived, man. Don't think that everything is just about to go back to the regular America. The regular America is over.
Yeah,
The elite know he has a little time.
Yes.
He understands that, man. Okay? Go ahead, priest.
It says, and the house of David shall be as the power of the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them.
Yeah,
So
you
we
have
like-
one angel that killed 185,000 Syrians.
Mhm.
One angel, bro. He said that they're going to be as the angel before the Most High. Imagine coming from before the throne of Yahweh. You're going to be full of power. One angel that comes before the throne of Yahweh is full of power. Because he is
Destroy the
power.
earth.
He is power.
You would destroy the earth with that aura that you're going to get from being around. You ever been around somebody and you just feel better?
Imagine Burn Bright, the boy for Burn Bright in his mid-20s and 30s and 40s. Like, just on that level, man.
Yeah.
Just in a bunch of them.
Yes.
Not just one, but a whole squad.
It's full of power.
And we're going to be the real Justice League.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing justice for who? For the Israelites, for the
Yep.
rest of our people.
And we'll be in league with each other.
With each other, yeah.
That's right. Keep going, bro.
It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
That's right, man. So this is the time, man. This is the time. A lot of you Israelites, you need to pick a side, man. If you're of the elect, man, pick your side, man. Okay, but ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to make you pick your side. If you're of the elect, you can't do anything against it. And if you're of the 2/3, you can't do anything against it. So we're about to see the development of all plans, man. Okay? Let's go ahead and finish up. College Squad, you get your precept, huh? You sure?
What you got, Karazala?
Spirit have kind of switch.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, bring that out. We'll just roll.
Okay, so this is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Because our people rest and they trust in America. You know, you trust in like, man, I seen it from people that I know personally saying Trump is all right with me. I got my stimulus check. The Lord gonna destroy them dumbass niggas, man.
They said I go to war about Trump.
Man,
Then back in,
and a lot of our people feel that way too.
back in February, January, you was talking cash shit, man, from yo, man, fuck Trump, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, so, you need on that bag,
Trump,
man.
man.
Said man, double-minded.
You know?
Nigga ain't shit. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." Because a certain number of our people are going to be destroyed in America for being numbskulls. All right, but like we read a little second ago, the Lord's going to give His chosen men power. You know. So like the bishop just said, choose your side, man.
Yeah.
If you feel an affinity for this word and what we're saying is true, then get all into it. Because this is all the hope you got, man.
If I may add to that too, a lot of times you have these no good niggas that have these women, and then they you know, they beat their women, they treat them like crap, and then when they women try to separate them, they use that tactic to try to reel them back in, and then the parents always look at the girl and be like, "Girl, you just as stupid as you want to be, but if you like it, I love it." Well, that's the same thing with Esau. Esau done duped you how many times? He done fucked you over how many times? And just because he give you a little $1,200 check and he open back up some barbershops and some nail salons, y'all gonna go right back to this dump.
To that
Just
toxic
like a
relationship.
woman that get mistreated by a nigga. That Stockholm syndrome is like what the officer Karatza said, man. You know, that's the same exact thing what's happening with our people. Esau done, he didn't, a lot of you people done lost your job.
Yeah.
A lot of you people in jail right now for domestic violence because you don't get along with your woman. You know, you on child support, getting the shit taxed out of you. You don't have no benefits, all right? But yet and still, you hoping and waiting for this man to open America back up just so he can fuck you over again.
He made the virus.
So you can go to work.
Bro, if you go back to America after this, if you like it, I love it, man. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you know, that was all we pretty much had on that through the spirit. You know, hopefully brothers were edified and hey man, listen, it's not going back. It's not going back to normal. Okay? It may seem as if it is, but this place is not going back to normal. There's going to be a significant amount of despair and tribulation and trials that's getting ready to come upon the face of the earth. And we know it through the prophecies. We see it, and we're linking up current events with prophecies to declare the times. So with that, we're going to close out giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, safety, much love to the elect of Israel, the men, women, and children. Shalom.
Shalom.